What is going on YouTube? I'm Endless Win. Welcome back to Season 1, Episode 22. I want to say 21, but I think it's 22 of Minecraft Feed the Beast single-player series starring yours truly. I got a lot to do in this episode. Let the quarry run overnight over there in, I don't know, that place over there, that age. And we have gotten down to diamond level. We're not down to dark iron ore level, which is level 5 and lower. Kind of assuming there's dark iron ore over there. I don't see why there wouldn't be, because there's everything else there. So we've gotten down to diamond level, and we are rolling in the diamonds. So as you can see here, I've got in my inventory this power armor, because I'm ready to make it work. So for the power armor, the first thing we need to do is put this diamond plating, the advanced plating here. And so we need to make these advanced circuits. Shouldn't be too hard. I've already made some of the regular circuits. Oh, it's a great way to start the video as always. I need to go find some glowstone dust. I'll be right back. Let's try this again. Alright. Recipe should still be there, and I believe our miner's backpack will have the glowstone that we need. Pretty uneventful there in the nether. Let's see here. So we need 3 more of those, and we'll go back here to this power armor. We should be able to make 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. So with this suit, it's real easy. Once you've made it, there's nothing else to do. So here's the headpiece. I think if you put these on, they'll reorientate themselves properly. Because I don't like that there it goes. Before the legs were up here and the chest is down here. But if you put them on, they'll reorientate themselves. So we have a little bit of armor, and it's not showing up there on our armor bar. Let's try this again. It may just take a little bit of time. So we have full-on armor. It's still not showing up. Let me restart the game and see if that works. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So I paused the recording and went to restart the game, and it crashed. And then I came back and was looking at the armor and immediately realized what I had done wrong, other than throwing my axe away. If you look here, there's no energy, and these need energy even for just the simple basic armor. So I went ahead and started working, before I started the recording, on the things that we're going to need for the IC2 infrastructure to make some of the energy cells that we're going to do, because we are going to go ahead and go straight to the top tier HV capacitor, which is a little crazy. And so we're going to need this crystal. This is just macerated lapis, and then the advanced circuits, and then this energy crystal is compressed, which is in the compressor, which is a IC2 machine. Ingerium dust, and then that is crushed diamond and redstone. So we'll need 4 diamonds and 5 pieces of redstone. You macerate this. So we're going to need a macerator, we're going to need a generator, we are going to need a compressor. And I've already made power cables for it, but with these machines that I'm going to put right over yonder, you got to be real careful, because they blow up if you do them wrong, and so it's a little bit of a pain. And we're gonna find our cables that we already made. So you see here, these copper cables are capable of transmitting 128 EU per tick. So we're gonna need a few of them. We'll say 3 for now, and So 128, I haven't given you a reference point, so you don't know if that's big or small, but that's kind of big, because we'll look up at the generator, and this is the generator we'll move to, but we can't do it until we get this basic generator out of the way, because it does need power. For these empty cells, you need an extractor, as well as you need a compressor. So what we're going to start is just with the basic generator, and this battery has these little tin casings. Well, what are these? It's just the tin plate, which we know how to make that. It's just a tin ingot hit with a hammer, and then you hit the plate again with a hammer and you get the casing. So what we'll do is we'll make the generator, we'll make the compressor, we'll make the macerator all together like friends, and then we can start working on getting our HV capacitor. So first things first, iron furnace, real simple. Just got to make a furnace, and I should have these iron. I think I do. They're just a little funny looking. So I'll come over here, make one furnace, run back over here, furnace goes there, and we have a iron furnace. We're doing generator. Okay, so we have our iron furnace, we have iron plates, we just need to make the battery. So we'll need to make 10 plates, which should just be 10 and a hammer. There's also another crafting recipe, but we'll do 10, and then we'll get our hammer out, like so, and we'll make, I don't know, 10 of them. And then we'll get rid of that. So now we'll have 20 tin casings. Back to our generator. It sounds like I need to sleep through the night. Oh no, he's just out during the day messing around. Right in my ear. Okay, back to the generator. We're going to need to make insulated tin cable, which we probably should have made more of that right there. So we'll make some of those. We'll get our cutters. Got plenty of those. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Oh, looks like, yeah, that's right. We're out of rubber because I used all the rubber to make a bunch of these cables over here. So I'll get the tree farm out here tapped real quick, and I'll bring y'all right back. Welcome back. Let's do this one more time just for good luck. See how we got it. So just need one. There's more in there now. So this should get us... Oh, we need to make the battery. Now, this should get us a generator. And this is just like a furnace. You stick coal in here, you get energy. Nice, easy stuff. Alright, so next, quick note real quick. It's not like thermal expansion. So whenever you got your generator here, and if you're going to macerate something and then compress it, kind of the way this goes a little bit, but not quite. But if you're going to macerate it and then compress it for whatever reason, it won't work like that. They don't have auto ejects and things like that. So that's why a lot of people, including me, love thermal expansion, because it's a little less time consuming managing things. Macerator. So we're going to need a basic machine casing. And then a circuit. And that should be our macerator. And so we'll put that down right next to it. Wonderful. If you see up there in the box, the Walia box, you could see it does have a little bit of storage. So whenever this is not running, you know, it'll have a little bit stored up extra, and this will have stored up extra, and it'll output. You see it outputs 10 EU per tick, and then the maximum this one can take is 32. And then the compressor that we're going to make, same thing, the max it can take is 32. So what happens is if you use a generator, because there's a lot of generators, and if you use one that puts out more than 32 EU per tick, these cables will transfer it as long as you're not putting out more than that. And what will happen is the cables will transfer the power to this macerator, and the macerator will have too much power and it will blow up. There's upgrade slots, and we'll get into that a little bit later. There's upgrade slots so that these can take more power, but that's not something we're going to deal with now, because this is fairly simple as far as IC2 stuff goes. It's it can get a lot more complex when you start dealing with nuclear power. A lot more complex. Let me turn that off because that's annoying. So the next thing we're going to need is the compressor, which is somewhere there. So another basic machine casing, and we've got a compressor. So pretty easy crafting recipes. Of course, I made a whole lot of the iron plates earlier, just because I knew I was going to be dealing with this stuff, because I had the plan of making the HV capacitor. Everybody's trying to interrupt me and be loud. That's weird. Okay, I'm hearing things now. And this sheep over here's got a dude on his head. So back to our power here. We're going to need to macerate some lapis, and we'll start with that because that's easier. And we can just do, I don't know, half a stack. We'll get a whole stack of coal and just throw it on in. Shift left click. You see it's going to start getting power up shortly. Takes a second because it's going to give these power first, and then it'll start storing up its own power. So the macerator, we'll just do something like that. It should take a second. You see it's real slow. There are speed upgrades that we can put in this, and it's basically like sugar, I think, if I remember correctly. I'm not, it's hard to remember which is which, but I think, no, I don't remember which mods of these work together properly. I usually check the wiki when I'm having to deal with stuff like that. So we're going to need, let's say 6, I believe, of these to make our HV capacitor. We are going to need 6 pieces of lapis compressed down, and then we are also going to need 4 diamonds. So we'll grab our 4 diamonds here, kind of burn it through the diamonds, but we are a little diamond heavy at the moment, so we'll be okay. And also, like these, I'd love to have a hopper on the top. And actually, you know what, it does, I think, probably work with a hopper. I'm not going to get ahead of myself and say that it doesn't, because to be honest, I don't deal with IC2 too much, and hoppers work with just about everything. So I would assume that it would work with a hopper. So we're looking pretty good. It's just taking a while. So I'll let this finish up macerating, and then I'll macerate the diamonds, and then we'll compress everything. Once I start compressing, I'll bring y'all back. Welcome back. Got a quick little Ingerium dust. So let's check the, real quick, we're going to check. Nine Ingerium dust and a compressor will give you 1 Ingerium crystal. Throw that in there. Take a little bit of time. I don't remember if we have to charge this or not. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like we have to charge it. So I'll grab these, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull out. Okay, it stopped itself. So we've got our crystal. We'll throw that in there and that in there. I can't type at the moment. Okay. Yes, okay. So all we're going to need here is... it's a couple more of the advanced circuits. So this should get us our Laptron crystal, and then to make our wiring not too hard. Oops, wrong one. There are different recipes, and that one, the IC2 one, is the one you want to use because that'll get you the hammer there. So we'll do something like 6. Sounds good enough. So that'll get us 24 of those. And that's all we need, is just 2, I believe. So we have a HV capacitor. Very nice, very nice. So with the HV capacitor, we're going to go here, and we're going to go ahead and install it on the chest. Yeah, because that's where batteries go, if you ask me. So here's the slider bars I was telling you about. The IC2 tier is just how fast it'll charge up. The battery size is really what matters here, and you can see the weight is changing, the energy, the total amount of energy it'll take is changing. So that's kind of what you get here. So if you do kind of right in the middle, you can never really go wrong. So we added 6 pounds, and you can see in the top left now that we have power, and we have a reading as well of 0 out of 50 C, which I'm believing is Celsius. Bring it back here. So we've got a little bit of power, and nice. I'm not sure still why the armor's not showing up. He's not hitting me. What did I... Okay, dude. Maybe that Enderman will give us a test. Yeah, there's no armor in that. If he hit me in 3.5 hearts, there's definitely no armor in that. So I'm still a little confused why the armor's not showing up properly. So let me try and figure that out, and I'll bring y'all right back. Okay, here we go. This is... I don't remember this being here before, but we have a plating thickness now of armor. So that's why we weren't getting anything here. So again, we're adding more weight. We are but increasing our bars here as well. So it looks like if we bring all this up here, we've got quite a bit of weight here, and not moving slow yet. Moving a little bit slower. Yeah, we're moving a little bit slower now, but we have full armor. So what we might do is bring something down, or we might look into some sprint assist, which is just some servo motors, and those aren't too terribly bad to make. And the servo motors are going to be used for a lot of things. So we know how to make the wiring and the basic machine casing, and then again basic machine casing and electronic circuit. It's just all these upgrades are going to take at least most of them 4, I believe, for the sprint assist, the jump assist, And then you've got swim boost is not. The uphill assist will take 2. You come over here and you look at the shock absorbers, and that's going to be another 2 with some wool as well. So probably what I'll do is start making some servo motors, and definitely work on first probably the sprint assist, and we'll mess around a little bit more with these tinker bars, and then probably the second thing I'll do is put on some shock absorbers, and I'll jump off a tall cliff or something. I don't know, something fun like that. Bring y'all right back. um um Oh, I was like, there's no height limit. Yeah. I'm in this cloud, so I can't really see. Oh no. What do y'all think, guys? I don't want to hit that water. If that is water, it might be ice. Because if I hit the water, it doesn't really prove anything. Stop. The tree's talking smack. He's saying I won't do it. I don't know. Nice. So yeah, shock absorbers, they work perfectly. There is a slider bar for it. I probably should have waited until daytime to do this. Hey, I've got a sleeping bag now I think about it. So that shouldn't be a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the recording here, guys. And if you enjoyed the episode, I hope you like and subscribe. That's where I was. This is where I am. And those are my zombie friends. Definitely going to have to get the sprint assist on here. I went ahead and just did the shock absorbers for now. Because it took forever to get over here. Ow. You missed. Ah, you missed again. He's going to hit me. How did you miss that? Nice, I got a hat. So what I'll do is I'll wrap up the recording here, guys. Start working on the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, and my butchering of the English language, I hope you like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the overworld.